Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you have not subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And God bless Biafra. An international investigative journalist exposes how the Fulani fraudulent selection process called Nigerian election works. And fake Buhari wept. But the British propaganda media, the BBC, tried to cover up for the Fulani Janjaweed and their terrorist foot soldiers. This exposure of their fraudulent Fulani selection process caused a lot of ripples at the Fulani Caliphate, and the Fulani Sultan of Sokoto was in disarray, while fake Buhari was highly troubled because they never emphasized that their fraudulent selection process, called Nigerian election, would be exposed to the international community. And now they are finished. They have been exposed. They have been exposed how they rig elections, not by a Nigerian investigative journalist, but an international, reputable investigative journalist. And this caused a lot of problems for the Fulani Janjaweed. My brothers and my sisters, the zoo is about to come to an end. A BBC investigation also discovered that political parties in Nigeria are secretly paying social media influencers to spread disinformation about their opponents ahead of general elections coming up in February 2023. The BBC's global disinformation team has spoken to whistleblowers working for two of Nigerian political parties and prominent influencers who have described it as an industry. The whistleblowers says party gives out cash, lavish gifts, government contracts, and even political appointments for their works. A prominent strategist and Godia, a politician, said that they have paid an influencer up to 20 million naira, which is around $45,000 or 37,000 pounds, for delivering a result. They've also given people gifts. Other people prefer to hear, what do you want to do in government? Be a board member, be a special assistant. They've given them political appointments. Situation rooms are commonplace in the run-up to an election. It's where political parties strategize, develop plans, and monitor their campaign success. But in the room, the whistleblowers described to BBC, there was another function, following how false narratives assigned to influencers were performing. The strategist says fake stories are developed to improve their candidate's chance. You can see deliberately misinformation in a subtle way. One of the influencers who was asked not to be named, with almost 150,000 Facebook followers, said he is paid by political parties to post completely false stories about political opponents. He says he does not do it openly, but rather plant false stories through other micro-influencers he hires. And that is the job that ŁXÂ is doing against P2B. That is also the job that ŁXÂ is doing against P2B. And that is also what the Nigerian Army, Police, Criminal DSS are doing against IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Eastern Security Network, and other Biafran supporters. That's what they are doing. They live on propaganda, lies, and deceptions. That's what they do. And that is why the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, their selection process is so fraudulent. Biafrans detest it. That is not what Biafra is looking for. And that is why our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, full of wisdom, told the Fulani Janjaweed in their face that they should allow Biafra have a referendum supervised by the United Nations, just as the United Nations supervised the referendum of South Sudan that gave birth to South Sudan as a nation. But the Fulani Janjaweed, because they know that they cannot manipulate the elections, a referendum election, because they are not in control. And that is why they refused. And that is why they are killing in order to ensure that they succeed in their fraudulent selection process and keep Biafra in the zoo called Nigeria. You know, during Tinubu's recent campaign in the capital of Kwara State, Ilorin, Nigerians confessed that they were promised 3,000 naira each to attend Tinubu's APC rally, just as they did in other rallies in Kano, Kaduna, and other northern states, including the one organized by Hopeless Uzodinjo in Imo State for Tinubu, and the one organized by Dave Umehi for Tinubu in Ebonyi State. They paid, they rented all the crowd, promised them money, and gullible Nigerians thinks Nigeria is a good nation, or that Nigeria should be united. There is nothing good in the zoo called Nigeria that should make people unite. There is nothing good. The best thing for Nigeria right now is for every tribe to go their separate ways. To go their separate ways and form workable nations. You know, investigation uncover different tactics used to reach more people on Twitter. Many play on divisive issues such as religious, ethnic, and regional differences. You know, just the same way the enemies of Biafra are associating P2B, a one Nigerian unity beggar, to IPOB that is fighting for the freedom of Biafra and protecting the Biafran land from invading Fulani terrorists, both the ones that are wearing rag tags and masquerading as killer headsmen, and the ones in Nigerian military uniforms. You know, my brothers and my sisters, Biafra is real, and Biafra shall be restored in 2023. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. Bye-bye for now.